Gemini, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading for the first half of November from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General advice as always, guys, so please keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and begin and see what the messages are for you. I'll be pulling from these 3 decks. The first is my own, the Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck, and then we'll grab some cards from the Heart and Soul Whispers of Love by Jennifer Aquarius Tarot. And towards the end of this reading, we'll grab some angel numbers for you. All right, guys, so let's take a look and see what it is that you need to know heading into the first half of the month. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. All right, guys, so we're starting off with flawless. One out of the billions of people on this planet, my journey led me to you. I've never known such happiness, pleasure, contentment, and joy. We fit together so perfectly that I can't imagine a day of my life without you in it. Oh my goodness. So this could be a perfect match, a perfect love, a very compatible love connection. Okay, but now we've got this one coming through more, so I'll read that one in a second. Let's grab one more card. All right, so what I'm ultimately feeling here, it could have started off fantastically and perfect, and then there was a shift in that energy. And then now, perhaps, now that time has passed a little bit and unfolded a little bit more, they're now coming from a place of gratitude where they're very thankful to have connected with you in the first place. So here's the challenge right here. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck, check this out. We have moving on. So either you've moved on, Gemini, because something shifted here between you and this person, or they moved on. All right, so this one is the challenge. So it does say, I was sure what we had wasn't the love I was looking for, that it was something that I could find with someone else who could offer me more. So it's sort of that grass is greener type mentality, you know, thinking that they could do better, that they could find better. And it goes on to say more love, more sex, more of everything I was looking for. Someone who had more, wanted me more, needed me more. Now there's nothing more I want than to come back to the someone who had it all to begin with. You. Is it too late? All right, so let's just say you're watching for a Gemini. There is somebody here that regrets their past actions, you know, and I really do feel they had everything already in the connection. And if you represent the Gemini, somebody could have taken you for granted here and didn't realize how amazing the connection was from the very beginning, you know, and maybe this is how you felt, that out of all the people on this planet, that this was such a perfect fit for you guys. But something clearly happened here. And then the gratitude card, a message to thank the universe that it did good bringing us together in this lifetime. But I'm just kind of feeling here, you didn't, can't speak. You guys did not stay together. And then we have moving on here. I've had so much to think about lately, where I've been, where I am, and where I want to be. I know the road I've traveled. It hasn't been easy, but it hasn't broken me. I never thought I'd be traveling this road without you. It was always you and I. If our paths are meant to cross again, we will. For now, I have to move on. You know, that could be how you're feeling, you the viewer. You know, that it's time for you to move on, especially if you were dealing with somebody that either had commitment issues or they didn't appreciate you when you guys were together. So let's grab some additional insight from tarot. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot deck here. You know, in a way, it's kind of a sad situation because it looked like an amazing fit for both of you in the beginning of the relationship. And maybe they took you for granted. Somebody was taken for granted here, wanting more and more and more, and they actually had it all. Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Queen of Pentacles right here. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling the feminine was always very giving towards the masculine, you know, but something clearly shifted, as we can see, because after a while, they might not have appreciated your efforts. There could have been just an imbalance here between the two of you, where you were doing everything. You were giving your all to this person and they just weren't reciprocating because they were so busy looking outside of the connection for more. You know, the whole grass is greener thing. Not realizing that their side of the fence was actually perfect. So yeah, no doubt it came to an end. It went through this transition, or it's in the process of going through some changes here. Some of you guys might have moved on already and are just ready to transition away from this very painful experience and start again, you know. And then we do have the World card. So that's confirmation that this cycle probably completed between you and this person. And there's this newness about it as well, because something can either come back to life or you're just ready for a new beginning and a new door, a new cycle, where you're still hoping that things can still fall into place for you. Here's the love that you're looking for, and here's the separation, the grief, the heartbreak. You know, so I'm just going to say it the way I'm picking it up, Gemini. You had everything that you were looking for, but maybe you either failed to recognize it or it was the other way around, because it's coming through as a very special type of love connection. Either you see each other as twin flames or soulmates, but the unity, the partnership, the connection, it was very strong right from the very beginning. And somebody failed to appreciate it or recognize it, or fail to see the value in the connection and thinking they could find something better out there. But come to realize that they had the best all along. That's just what I'm getting here. And so the person that ended up being on the other end of that pain, rather than doing the hurting, okay, that person decided to detach and to move on because it hurt too much to stay. And then we have the Ace of Cups right here. You see, we've got new love coming in. And so I feel there was an individual in this situation, in this connection, who decided to focus on themselves because the person that they were with, they just weren't getting what it was that they needed from that individual. And so somebody took the time to really be able to focus on caring for themselves and perhaps healing and just preparing for a new chapter, a new love, moving on. Divine Feminine, that could have been you. Here you are coming in also as the Queen of Swords, you know, setting up these boundaries around yourself because you don't want to get hurt, because you don't want to have to deal with maybe third-party situations or somebody that didn't appreciate you. So this is you, not afraid to cut someone out of your life if necessary to prepare yourself for somebody new to come in. And then we do have the Sun. So you're meant for better. You're meant for happiness. All of those things are possible. But we might even have somebody here who's either obsessed with you. There's this obsessiveness about this energy. It could also be, or have been, very toxic. Somebody is in that shadow self energy and they need to be able to deal with that and address it. Might need to do some shadow work there to heal certain behaviors here, but there's the opportunity to move on and find happiness. That is what we see there. All right, let's see what else we can tap into. All right, Gemini, let's see what else needs to come forward. So it depends on what side of the fence you stand on when it comes to that scenario. So either you really ended up getting hurt by somebody who didn't appreciate you, or you did the hurting. It could go either way. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What else do we need to know, please? Don't contact me. Sorry, I have moved on. I'm telling you, somebody decided that you guys were better off parting ways and moving on. We can't ignore that one, you know, because somebody was feeling either unappreciated, unloved, uncherished, you know, however way this is coming through. Somebody decided we're better off in separation. Oh my. And possibly through that separation, look at this, I'm finally getting my life together. This could be you, Gemini, this could be the other person, or both of you. Maybe it needed time apart for you guys to actually work on yourselves. Let's see what else. I just can't take the arguing anymore. All right, so take that if it makes sense, that you guys could have been bickering, disagreeing, arguing, not seeing eye to eye. So yeah, that makes sense, that if you guys were constantly arguing and fighting, somebody decided, you know what, let's not talk anymore, don't contact me, I'm ready to move on. Ooh, look at this. You hurt me first, so I had to push you away. Yep, that makes sense as well. All right, so somebody clearly moving on had to distance themselves. All right, let's go ahead and grab some tarot. What else for Gemini? Somebody's just ready to move forward. Look at that. Look ahead towards the future rather than what happened in the past here. And look at this. We have the Six of Swords, another card about transitioning, moving on, releasing past baggage. That seems to be the theme here, Gemini, for this particular reading. It's time to move on. So don't hold on to past baggage. It's time to create movement forward. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra. You could have Libra in your chart as well. So this is about tapping into one's integrity, clarity, balance, fairness, all things that might have been missing or lacking through that shift that I was talking about, you know. And these arguments, now for some of you guys, it could have resulted in a legal separation or a divorce, parting of the ways. It's like, don't contact me, I'm moving on. All right. Now, some of you guys could have also gone your separate ways by now sharing separate homes. Somebody might have moved out. This could be you now where you've found a different home. Maybe you're doing a lot better financially. Your career, this is representing a financial windfall, a solid foundation. You know, and part of pushing someone away and moving on could have also directed you to somebody new, somebody who didn't have, or at least wasn't interested in getting you mixed up in any sort of drama. And here's the drama, you know, right here with that Three of Swords, the heartbreak, the separation, third parties, love triangles. No matter how you slice it, there was a lot of pain that went on here. Some of you could also be dealing with a Virgo. It could be that this person needed time to themselves after having experienced heartbreak here, or this is something that you can relate to where you need to do some soul searching to really figure out your next step here. So Six of Pentacles is absolutely necessary. You know, you have to be able to give as much as you receive from each other. Otherwise, back to square one, you know, with the imbalance and a situation where there's a lot of obstacles and challenges there. All right, so that's what's coming through there, Gemini. Not the easiest message coming forward, but through healing and being able to move on from situations that just aren't healthy, you might actually be able to find your true happiness there. Okay, so let's grab some angel numbers for you, Gemini. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. We have 1,000. Go within. Your angels have a special message they would like to share with you. So however way you choose to go within, and it's very interesting, right, that we have the, let me grab it, the Hermit card, because that's exactly what that's about. Being able to spend time on your own, soul searching, going within, to be able to tap into that type of energy with your angels. There's a message there. We also have 1, 2, 3, 4. A forward momentum is beginning to take shape in this connection. So there, once again, is that energy of really desiring to move forward, move on, you know, moving on, releasing past baggage. That really is a huge energy in this reading. Gemini, you know, forward, move forward, move on, move on. It's a repetitive message that's coming through here for this particular reading. All right, let's see what else. We have 55, reserve your right to say no. Enabling toxic behavior serves no one in the end. Absolutely. You know, so there's some lesson tied into that, and to learn to say no. That can apply to the other person as well. Let's grab one more number. We have 2, 3, 4 now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got 2, 3, 4 here. Your twin is leveling up their energy in order to match yours and will face you when the time is right. So if you've ever wondered about that, Gemini, just know that that opportunity will come. Bottom of the deck, we do have 000. So it does say examine situations with your third eye. Do not rely on your human eyes to be your true guide. All right, so take that if you resonate with that one. Rely on your gut instincts, your intuition when it comes to that energy. All right, guys, so I'll leave that there. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, as well as the action buttons at the end of this video. I'll see you guys next time.